Have you ever been looking up the best online colleges on YouTube and then you see those videos of people talking about how they finish their degrees in 6 months or less? Yeah, that sounds great. I would honestly love to do that. But then you're thinking, how did they actually do that? Like, what was the way they went through and actually got that degree in 6 months? After trying it out for myself, I have to admit my life looks a lot different now than what it was a few years ago. And today I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it as well. Real talk, college didn't work out for me at first. I was supposed to go right after high school, but life happened. Bills needed to be paid. I went directly into the workforce after school and I worked every single job under the sun. If you can think of it, I've probably worked there. And for a while I was somewhat content. However, I knew that there was more. I knew that I could apply myself for something a little bit better. I knew that wasn't where I was supposed to end up. And years later, I found WGU. College where you can set your own speed. Even better than that, I found a way to speed run a lot of classes before I even enrolled. It wasn't just WGU that saved me at that time. There's this one move before enrolling that cut my workload in half and saved me a bunch of money on tuition as well. The tool I used to get there was Studycom. Studycom was a tool that helped me transfer credits into WGU without breaking the bank. I want to clarify one thing before we continue. I'm only speaking about WGU because that was my experience. However, Study.com partners with over 1,500 colleges with their credit transfer program. So if you're going to do the college saver plan for $235 a month or even the starter plan for $95 a month, you will be able to transfer these credits to over 1,500 colleges. The benefit you gain from that is you can save up to 1 to 2 semesters of tuition before you even enroll into your college of choice. And that's just mind-boggling if you think about it. So any of these colleges, and you can go on study.com and explore and see if it transfers over to the college you're thinking about going, because who knows, maybe that local community college that you're thinking about doing 1 to 2 years at, maybe you can shave off a semester or two just by taking these classes over at study.com. See what colleges are available for you, figure out what you can transfer over. So if you didn't know, study.com is the most efficient, affordable, and flexible way to earn college credit online. When you're either accelerating your degree, picking up where you left off, or just getting started, Study.com's flexible courses and supported learning environment empower you to learn confidently, master the material, and make real progress towards your goals. The best part is that Study.com has reached out to me and they have new changes that will make your acceleration journey even more affordable. Study.com has decided to release something that is more accessible to students who are just starting out and trying to get their lower division courses out of the way. This basically means you're trying to finish your gen eds, get that out the way so you can transfer that over to WGU and start on your degree path. The college starter plan is very affordable. It is only $95 a month. And today, if you use my code in the description, you will get 10% off. This will help out massively and you will be able to get a lot of gen eds done. The college saver is still a thing. It's going to be $235 a month. However, with the college saver, you get the full catalog of all lower division and upper division courses. Additionally, if you have to take a break and you have to unenroll, you can still keep your course progress and come back months later. You're going to be able to be enrolled into 3 classes at the same time. This isn't just WGU. If you look into their transfer portal and see what classes transfer to what colleges, you'll be able to transfer these gen eds and be done with your degree a lot faster than you even intended to be. Here we are, everyone. We are looking at the main page of study.com. Let's just start off with the courses here. As we can see, we are going to have a lot of options for upper and lower division courses. And basically what upper and lower level means, upper is junior, senior, lower is freshman, sophomore. Basically, that means that the lower level courses or the courses in the starter plan, they're going to be the lower division courses, aka the general education courses that you want to get done on study.com over WGU because you'll be able to get it done a lot faster. All of the chapter tests and final exams are now open book and open note. Basically, this removes all unnecessary assignments, allowing you to get into your flow and complete these courses. You'll be able to get these credits at your own pace and you'll feel comfortable while doing so. They really make it as stress-free as possible to go through these classes and provide you with a learning environment where you can really engage with the material. You don't have to pass every single quiz that is in here. There's just going to be one final exam at the end that will gauge your total competency, or also known as how much you know about this class in order to pass. Let's just go over to the pricing and take a look. Like I said earlier in the video, you can compare this to your local state university. Let's say you're taking 15 courses. So just by taking those 15 courses at Study.com versus a local in-state university, you're already saving about $16,000 or $15,990 by taking your credits at Study.com. I just want to emphasize that the credits you earn on Study.com will transfer over to 1,500 colleges and universities. So with that being said, both the starter plan and the college saver plan, no matter which plan you decide to choose on, will transfer over to the college of your choice. The best way to do it is to click find your school, go to the search bar here and type in the university you want to go. I go to Western Governors University, WGU, and here we go. We got that star right there and we see that over 150 credits transfer over to WGU. So then you can scroll down here and you can type in what school you're going to. So I'm currently in the College of Business. So a lot of these classes here are classes that I have taken or will need to take to pass. For example, I'm not a STEM major. Why not take integrated physical sciences at Study.com? So by the time I do enroll to my college of choice, I can just focus on the classes that I need to take there. That's the biggest part about Study.com. You're not going to be spending a lot of your hard-earned tuition money on taking classes that don't really align with your degree and don't align with your job field. However, they are prerequisites to getting the degree. For example, this is a Gen Ed. This is a lower division course. So that starter plan, you will be able to take your Biology 101 here, and that will count for your integrated physical science credit. And if you want, you can go through the college of your choice, like I said, and just look up what general education classes that you can take at Study.com. For example, if you're taking the starter plan, that's going to be the lower division courses. There's going to be some upper division courses like 200s and 300s that you can take on Study.com if you have access to the college saver plan. So just want to make sure that I break it down in a way that's understandable for y'all. The way I like to break it down is if you're brand new, you're a freshman, you have no additional AP classes, college classes, certifications, or anything, look into the starter plan and just try to knock out your gen eds. If you need to take more upper division classes, then you can go over to the college saver plan. That will be $235 a month, and you will be able to take both the upper and lower division courses and have 3 simultaneous enrollments and coaching support throughout that whole process. Study.com is great. It's like having a cheat code for college. Take a few courses before enrolling into your college of choice, transfer them in, and you're light years ahead of everyone else starting from ground zero. Seriously, if you're an extremely busy person and you need to get through college as quickly as possible, I highly suggest you look into Study.com. Here's how I hacked my WGU degree. Step number 1, you need to know that WGU is an online competency-based model. So if you already know the topic of the course, this means you'll be able to fly through the topics a lot quicker. So the OA or the proctored finals, those are not going to be like a final set midway through the year. That is going to be open to you and accessible at any time that you want. The second step was I researched how many transfer credits are possible to roll over into my degree before I enrolled into WGU. This was key. Make sure to reach out to the admissions counselor and let them know, hey, I'm going to be transferring these credits in from Study.com. Which one of these align with the courses? Additionally, you can go on Study.com, go through and see what courses transfer into WGU. I think it's so great that they have that. So I found Study.com's course matcher and I picked all the general education and elective credits that aligned with my WGU degree path. Step number 4, I knocked out about 18 credits in about 2 months. Step number 5, I enrolled into WGU about halfway through my degree. Because let's be real, who wants to be worried about an English composition class when you're knee deep in intermediate accounting too? Not me, that's the last thing I'm worried about. I got way too many things on my plate. So I wanted to stay locked in on the tough stuff by the time I was actually in WGU. So I made sure to knock out all of the gen eds at study.com before enrolling. Getting all of the basic credits out of the way was a lifesaver. So overall, here's what I saved. So instead of spending that $3,000 to $4,000 for a 6-month term at WGU, so I spent around $500 out on study.com to get through all of those general education credits. If you do the math, I basically saved thousands of dollars before even stepping into WGU. And a mistake you should try and avoid: before you start any course on study.com, make sure to look on their search bar and see if that transfers over to WGU. And then after that, I would still double check that with WGU and see if it aligns. Make sure to go reach out to an admissions counselor, enrollment counselor, your guidance counselor, anybody, and get verification that those credits will transfer over to your degree. So if you're really serious about getting that degree done, trying to get your degree knocked out in the next 6 months or even 2 years, whatever pace you're going at, make sure to check out study.com and get some credits knocked out before you even enroll. If you use the link down below, you'll be able to save 10% on that starter plan that I mentioned earlier. What are you waiting for? Make sure to click that code and start stacking those credits as fast as possible. If you liked the video, make sure to share with other people who are interested into going to WGU. Who knows, this might help out the Facebook group, the Discord chat, any community where I can help. I'm more than grateful to. And again, as always, trust me, the future you is going to thank you for putting in this groundwork ahead of time. I know that I am proud of that past version of me that went through and figured this out before enrolling. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I want to thank study.com again for sponsoring this video. If you like this video, smash a like for the algorithm. Drop a comment down below. As always, if you have any questions on WGU, accounting, or study.com, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.